book friends, welcome back to Books I Read. I'm Sheila and I'm so glad you're here. And we are going to do book things. Obviously, right? It's a book channel. Alright, as you read the title, today we are doing another book unhaul. I have been doing several of those, and I do a lot of those definitely more towards the end of the year, like October, November, December, because tis the season for sharing. Now, I have 21 that I'm going to try and trade. Remember, she doesn't take them all. She'll take what she wants. I never know what she's going to take or what she's not going to take or how many. I never know. Now, I do have 16 books that are going immediately out into the community with the other books or with the other haul, because these are library books from a book sale that I can't trade. I can't, they're library books. I can't do that. If you have any questions, you can feel free to ask. The books that I am either trading or sharing in the community is not because I don't like them or whatever, or it's something against you. That's not it at all. It's just that I want to share the love of reading, and again, 'tis the season to share. Now, some of them I have read, some of them I've changed my mind. I don't want to read because, as I always say, I have more years behind me than I do in front of me. So again, time is money, or time is precious to me. So I don't want to waste my time on a book that I don't want to read. You know what I'm saying? Not usually. Sometimes I get hooked in the book and I just got to finish it anyway. But anyway, let's just get on with this. All right, anyway, this book and some books you may see in this haul that might have got put in this haul by accident, that might have been in a previous haul. I did not duplicate them. That's not what happens. Sometimes when she doesn't take them at the trade store, somehow they get mixed back with a haul, or or they get put back on a shelf temporarily, and then they get put in the next haul. So no, it's not that I have duplicates. It's nothing like that. She didn't take them during trade, and that's how they got mixed into this haul. All right, anyway, these are all the library books between Jessica Warman. I did not read this book. I don't know. It does sound good still, but I'm just like, there are so many books that I'd rather read before this one. And then this is Point by Brandy Colbert. Captive by A.J. Granger. Bumped by Megan McCafferty. I never did read it. Never read the other one either. Birthmarked by, I don't even know, something O'Brien. Carrig, whatever. I don't know what her name is. The Last Execution by Jesper Wong Sung. I did read this book. I have read this book. I thought it was pretty good. I liked it. A lot of people didn't like it, but I did. I thought it was very well written. I thought about making a clock out of it. What do you guys think? Making a clock out of it? I don't know. I wish, does it? No. I wish it had the clock like underneath on the cover. That would be really cool. But I would like to make a book clock. That would be cool. A clock out of a book. That would be neat. All right, anyway. Night Sky by Suzanne Brockman. This one's called The Peculiars. This looks so good. It's by Maureen Doyle McCory, and it's probably really, really good. But hopefully, if I ever see it again, I can read it off the library app or something like that. Okay, I didn't think so. The Conspiracy of Us. I heard this is good. Some people liked it. Some people didn't, by Maggie Hall. I just don't know if it's definitely something I want to read, so I'm going to pass on it right now. And this one, I believe, was in the last haul, and it got put in this haul. Or I had tried to trade it. That's probably what it was, or something. I don't know. Or maybe a book friend did give me this one, and I had two. That could be possible, too. This is Amy Reed's Invincible. The Creeping. I told you I read this one by Alexander Sorori. It's in one of my reading wrap-ups somewhere. I'm not sure. I think it might be in my reading wrap-up number 6. I'm pretty sure it's in that one. It was okay. This one is by Craig Silvey, Jasper Jones. This one might have got put back in here somehow. Yeah, it's a library, so maybe that's how it got put back in here. Maybe I tried to trade it and I was like, oh shoot, didn't realize that was a library book. This one's All We Left Behind by Ingrid Sundberg. I can't say her last name for the love of all that's good, Alright, so that one. This one I was going to try to read, but I'm just like, you know what? Again, there's just so many books. I don't know. But this one's by Thomas Fahey, I believe. It's called Sleepless, or Don't Close Your Eyes, Sleepless. This one I did start to read, and I just lost interest in this one big time. Oh, hey, I got a bookmark in there. It's a library bookmark. All right, so I did read, I think this was a two book series. I did read the first one, never finished the second one. I just lost interest. Shadows on the Moon by Zoe Marriott. All right, now let's get on with books I want to trade. The books I want to trade is this one, Junior's Dessert Cookbook. Looks good. An Apple Harvest. America's Most Wanted Recipes, just desserts. I don't eat as many desserts as I used to anymore. I'm trying to be careful with that. Simply Chocolate. Either that or I just don't have the energy to make some of these recipes. I just don't anymore. Classic Snacks Made from Scratch. This book is really, really cool. It's 70 homemade versions of your favorite brand name treats, which is pretty cool. That's pretty interesting. But, you know, this one, I think it got put back. This book, Allison Brennan's Poisonous, I think it got put back in the trade box. I think I've tried to trade it before and she didn't take it. So this one might go out into the community if she, you know, if that's what happened. I never can remember sometimes because they get mixed back up sometimes. It's just what happens. So Black, The Killing Lessons. I just read this book. It is in my Reading Weekly Wrap-Up number 7. Windfall, Jennifer E. Smith. I read this recently. I think I read this in October. This one, I bought this for myself and didn't look it up before I bought it. And here it was a series. And I just don't like series books if I can help it. And it's called Winter's Kiss by Jennifer Eccles and Catherine Hopka. I don't know how you say her last name. It looks really good, but it is a series. And I just honestly don't want to do that. Teen Frankenstein, Chandler Baker. I just recently read this. It's in my weekly reading wrap-up number 7. I tell you a little bit about it. I love the cover, but that's it. Pretty much. All right. Bad Girls with Perfect Faces by Lynn Weingarten. Is that how you say her name? I read this book. I like this book. I'm pretty sure I gave it like 3 or 4 stars. I'm pretty sure 4 stars. I also read Suicide Notes from Beautiful Girls. I've read that one. I read that one free off a not a library app, one of the sites that I'm on. I read this one, Stranded by Melinda Braun. That's a really good book. I liked it. The Killing Jar by Jennifer Bosworth. I've only been hanging on to this book. I have read it. It was okay. But I only been hanging on to it because I have another book by her and I was going to read it and say, yeah, I read another book, but you guys can always check my Goodreads. This one I've held on to because of the cover. I love the cover and I'm still hesitant if I want to depart with this book because it is frugal decor. For me, it is definitely decor, book decor. So I'm not sure. I might remove this one, but it's Rich Shapiro's Arms from the Sea. I like this book. It does have some spiritual wrapped in there and some symbolism and mythical, and it can be very confusing as a young adult book or a young adult reading it. Maybe even some adults. They might not get it, but I thought it was pretty good actually. Yep, see? That's why I like it, because the cover. So I might have to remove this one because I don't know. It's so pretty, and it'll look so pretty on my shelf. And I did like the book, so that one I might have to take it out. All right, this one's Miriam Forster's Empire of Shadows. This is a book 2. I liked book 2 better than book 1, and I felt kind of that book 2 should have been book 1 instead. They should have been reversed. That was my opinion. But you could go read my Goodreads too. But I kind of hate to depart with this book because I did like it. I enjoyed it. It was a really good story, but I know I'm not going to read it again. These books that I'm trading or that I'm putting out into the community, if I haven't read them yet, or if I have already read them, I'm probably not going to read them again. This one, I don't know. I lost interest. The Walled City by Ryan Groudon. I think this was in another one of my unhauls, and I had taken it probably out or something, thinking, oh yeah, I'm going to read it. Kind of like I want to take this one out. So if you see this one, I probably took it out. But I'm going to try not take it out. I'm not going to change my mind this time. All right, this is a smut and or erotica, I believe is the genre. And it's called Glow. The first book is Glimmer, and the second book, this is the second, it's called Glow. I really, really like this duology. I thought it was pretty good. I felt like it was definitely better written than Real by Katie Evans. But I don't know. I liked it. You could go, go check out that Goodreads. This is Avalanche by Melinda Braun. She's also the one that wrote Stranded. She wrote these two. I liked them. I actually liked Avalanche better than Stranded, though. This one, I thought it was a book one when I got it because I was dumb and didn't look it up, which I should have. I Shall Wear Midnight by Terry Pratchett. It is middle grade, and I heard that this is like the best little story, ever. So I don't know, but I figure if I absolutely want to read a middle grade, there's the library app, and I think this one might be better if I trade it. Then I have Heather Brewer's Legacy of Trill. I thought I was going to read this book, but I never ended up reading it. So I guess it's time to go ahead and trade, or try and trade. And then this one, I totally lost interest in this one. And wow, this is a Peter Pan and, Hook story, obviously. Lisa Jensen's Alias Hook. I read a lot of this book, actually. But it's pretty harsh. It's pretty violent. So I don't know. Maybe I'll pick it back up off a library app. I don't know. But for now, I'm done with it. All right. And that is all the books in this Unhaul. I hope you enjoyed it. And I might have to keep this one just a little bit longer just because it's so pretty. Maybe I'll use it as book decor somewhere because it's just so colorful. It'll add color to my shelves. But definitely anywhere from 35 to 40 books are going out, or I am unhauling or trying to unhaul, pass out into the community, trade, all that jazz. And I guess that's it. So I guess I will see you next time on Books I Read.